How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. So today we're going to be breaking down how hedge funds, how the big boys, how the suits manipulate the stock market, how they manipulate individual stocks. And trust me, there's many ways they do this, but in this video, we're going to be talking about 2 ways they do this. So if you all find value, hit the like button, subscribe, go down below, join the free Discord chat, the Facebook group, get 2 stocks from Webull. Those are valued up to $1,600, $30 from M1 Finance, and you guys could check out my Patreon at patreon.com/DasSurfS if you all want to support me a bit further. And drop a comment down below. Let me know, did you guys know that the hedge funds, the big boys, did you know they do these things? Let me know, and let's get right into the video. So the first way they do this, and again, there's many ways they do this, but this one, the first one, it's kind of a 2-in-1. It's called a bear raid and news manipulation, and these kind of go hand in hand. And what a bear raid is let's say, okay, I'm a hedge fund, I'm one of the big boys, I'm one of the suits, I have millions of billions of dollars, and I get all of my buddies around me, right? I get my hedge fund buddy over there, the guy that runs the $1 billion fund over here, I get everybody together, and I'm like, okay, guys, listen, we have to short this particular stock. Let's say GameStop, for example, and I'm not saying that is an example of a bear raid. I'm just telling you all what a bear raid is. It's pretty much a bunch of hedge funds colluding together to really short the living crap out of a stock. And the big thing here is they have to be colluding together, and they have to be spreading false information about that stock. They might have to be putting out fake articles about the stock and having them published on many different highly viewed news sites or, article websites, whatever, news blogs, and they have to be colluding together. And typically the target of a bear raid is a company that, you guessed it, isn't doing well, right? This company isn't doing well. It's in a vulnerable position, and these are the ones that are typically targeted by the bear raid. And there's kind of a misconception here, right? Is short selling illegal? Is that considered a bear raid if a lot of hedge funds short the same company? No, that's not considered a bear raid, right? If hedge funds, let's say, short GameStop, for example, and they're not in it together, they're not colluding, they're simply shorting it based off of the deteriorating fundamentals, the financials not doing well, in that case, that's not considered a bear raid, and especially if they're not spreading false information. So if a bunch of hedge funds are shorting the same stock, they're not colluding together, and they're not spreading false information, that is not a bear raid. But if they are spreading false information, if they are colluding together to put all their capital in and, short the living crap out of a stock, that is considered manipulation. That is illegal. So that is way number 1. It is called, again, a bear raid, and we also have the news manipulation, which is a 2-in-1 pretty much. Both of those, are ways hedge funds make money off of their short positions, of their long positions, depending on whether they're short bias or long bias on the stock. They play tricky games, guys. If you all think this is a fair playing field when it comes to the hedge funds, the big boys versus the little guy like me and you, the retail investor, yeah, you're wrong. That's the truth. You're wrong. They do play dirty, and the truth is they get away with it a lot of the time. You mean to tell me that these guys are not doing illegal stuff? Come on, guys. They definitely do. It's very obvious, and you have to understand this as an investor and as a trader, and you have to use it to your advantage in a sense, because you trying to beat the hedge fund, it's not going to happen, because the average Joe doesn't have billions of dollars, and pretty much nobody does in terms of retail investors. Obviously, there's people that have a lot of money, but for the most part, you are not going to beat these big boys, these hedge funds, the suits. It's not going to happen, but you can definitely outsmart them. And by beat, you're not going to have more money than them to move a stock or to screw them, unless you're Wall Street Bets. That's why we saw this revelation in a sense this year, where it was insane what happened a couple months ago. That's a bit different. That goes to show show that the retail guys, if they collude, yeah, maybe they could beat Wall Street, the hedge funds at their own game. And that's something that the hedge funds do not like. And way number 2 that they do this, which is a little less obvious than the bear rate. It's a little bit more sneaky under the radar, but if you understand this stuff, if you've done your research, you probably know about this one. It's level 2 manipulation, also known as spoofing. And before we even talk about what spoofing is, what is the level 2 in very brief layman's terms? Level 2 pretty much shows the order book, right? It shows us the order book for whatever individual stock you're looking at, and it shows you the buys and the sells for that stock, the pending buys and sells, the orders that are sitting there waiting to be filled, right? And on the left, we have the bid, and on the right, we have the ask, right? And when you think of bid, think of buyers. When you think of the ask, think of sellers, right? The bid price refers to the highest price a buyer will pay for a security, as the ask price refers to the lowest price a seller will accept for a security. So pretty much here on SPY, let's use a different example. Let's pull up Apple, for example, okay? And we can see their level 2. And hold up, guys. My face is in the way. My bad. You can see all the market makers on both sides, and we have the price of which these orders are sitting at. And on the right side of the bid here, these are the number of shares that are waiting to be filled. So let's say, for example, I put a buy order in on Apple at $129. It would pop up here on the level 2, the amount that I wanted to buy, for example. And let's say I put one in for $127, it would pop here on the level 2 as well. And the same thing on the right side for the ask. Let's say I wanted to sell Apple at $130 or whatever, it would pop up here on the right side. And where the manipulation comes into play here, this is very, very interesting stuff, guys. Where the manipulation comes into play here is hedge funds, the big boys, whatever you want to call them, they're like, okay, I want to trick people that this stock is going to the moon. I want to trick people that this stock, let's say Apple, for example, is going to go to $135. And they're already long in this example, right? They're already long and they're looking to sell. So what are they going to do? They want to trick people that Apple's going to go higher. They're going to put a ridiculously high order, or large order rather, on the bid side at, let's say, $132, $130, $135, whatever. Let's say a price higher than where it is now. So me, you, the retail investor, we're going to be watching the level 2. We see a massive buy order pending at a higher price, and we're like, holy crap, that's a big order. We have to get into Apple before that guy gets filled so we could ride the stock to the moon with them, right? That's the idea. And again, they're already long, so they're not looking to get filled at 132, 135, whatever that high order is. They just put it there to trick you so you think the stock's going to go up there. So people are buying it, retail investors are buying it, thinking the hedge fund is going to buy at a higher price with that massive order. And then what are they doing? Again, they're already long. So as the retail buyers are buying up the stock, what's the hedge fund doing? They're selling to you pretty much. They're selling out. They're locking in the profits since they're already long. And then they simply take the order off. They cancel the order because, again, all the level 2 is showing us are pending orders. They haven't been filled yet. They're pending. So that is a way that they can trick you, and this is illegal, but it's happening every day. It happens every day, and these guys really don't get caught. Let's be honest. They really don't get caught, and you can do the same exact thing, but on the short side, right? So let's say the hedge funds, they weren't long Apple. Let's say they were short Apple, and they wanted the stock to go a lot lower. Well, they could put a massive order on the sell side to make you think that, holy crap, there's a big sell order here. We got to get out before this guy sells. So they start selling, which causes the other retail investors to start selling, and it kind of snowballs, right? And then as the stock's going down, 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 the hedge fund, which was already short, they're cashing out on their short. They're making a crap ton of money. You're selling out as a retail investor, and you know what they're doing as they're cashing out on their short, driving the stock down and causing retail investors to sell? You know what they're doing, guys? They're buying the stock. They're buying shares at these suppressed levels, and then they probably will spoof on the bid side again. So it's just this game that they play, that they use to trick investors and retail investors out there to manipulate the price. So those are two key ways that there's manipulation in the stock market. And I hope I made this video simple to understand. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you knew about these. I'm sure some of you knew about them. And if you all enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe. You might as well go down below, get 2 stocks from Webull. Those are valued up to $1,600. All you have to do is deposit $100. And you get those 2 free stocks. And you could also get $30 from M1 Finance by also using my link, depositing $100 with them. And there you go. You have $30 free. And you could also check out my Patreon for buy and sell alerts, call outs, morning update videos, more access to me throughout the day. And that is linked down below. Or you guys can go to patreon.com/DasSurFest. That's patreon.com/DasSurFest. I'll see you all there. Thanks for watching again. As always, stay safe out there. Keep crushing the markets, guys. Don't let the hedge funds manipulate you. I'll see you all next video. Peace out.